Do you recognize that sound? It's the call of the loon, and it's a welcome greeting all summer for people who visit Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, the land of sky blue waters, and the land of 10,000 ag opportunities. Minnesota is proud to host the 2013 National Agriculture in the Classroom Conference in Minneapolis, our largest city. Here's a special welcome from Al Withers and Sarah Dorning.
Our backdrop today is Lake Calhoun, one of many lakes in what is called the City of Lakes, Minneapolis, and then also the skyline of downtown Minneapolis, where the conference will be hosted at the Marriott City Center.
The Minnesota Agriculture in the Classroom Foundation Board is excited to welcome you to Minnesota. We have a great program planned, including educational workshops, fun traveling tours, and dynamic speakers, including Chris Peterson, children's book author, and Andrew Zimmern, host of Bizarre Foods.
Come to Minnesota and check out the Agriculture in the Classroom 2013 Conclave. I promise you that in Minnesota, we are going to blow the doors off this thing. Seriously, come on out and let me share with you what makes our great state so absolutely wonderful to eat our way and grow our way through. No, I'm not talking about lutefisk, but everything else. And I promise I won't make you eat any tarantulas.
From its position in the center of the United States, just to the south of Canada, Minnesota is sometimes referred to as a flyover state, but that's far from the truth. Minnesota has a strong agricultural heritage, driven today by more than 81,000 farms covering 27 million acres. About 15 million acres are planted to corn and soybeans. We're also the leading producers of turkeys, sugar beets, oats, green peas, and sweet corn. We raise an abundance of wild rice, wheat, canola, edible beans, flax, and sunflowers. Livestock farmers raise hogs, beef, and dairy that provide food for millions of people. Minnesota's Agriculture Department has this special welcome for those attending the 2013 conference.
Hello, I'm Dave Fredrickson, Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Agriculture. My family's farming roots go back to 1873, and my wife and I operated a farm in western Minnesota for more than 20 years. I have also been a teacher, so I understand the importance of education. That makes it easy to support agriculture in the classroom programs in Minnesota and across the nation. I am certainly excited for Minnesota to host the 2013 National Agriculture in the Classroom Conference. I invite you to come visit this great state, have some fun, and learn about our diverse agricultural industry.
The Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul and surrounding communities are home to more than 4 million people and form the 13th largest metropolitan area in the country. We're home to major businesses like General Mills, Pillsbury, Schwann's, CHS, Land O'Lakes, Hormel, and Cargill, who have strong roots in agriculture and food production. Other companies who call Minnesota home include Target, Best Buy, Medtronic, United Health Group, Toro, and 3M. Minnesota is also synonymous with the Mayo Clinic, major universities, and major league sports teams. The mighty Mississippi River, known for recreation and commerce, starts its 2,300-mile journey to the Gulf of Mexico from a tiny stream in northern Minnesota. It's a scenic natural trademark for our state and the country. And the state has 145 miles of shoreline on the biggest of the Great Lakes, Lake Superior. Humans first came to our lands more than 5,000 years ago, and the Dakota and Ojibwe Indians lived here when European immigrants arrived in the 1800s. Scandinavian ancestors brought us accents and characters we can't seem to shake.
Hello, I'm Oli from Minnesota.
And I'm Lena.
Actually not. I'm Al Withers, Program Director and State Contact for Minnesota Agriculture in the Classroom.
And I'm Sarah Dornick, Chair of the 2013 National Agriculture in the Classroom Conference that we're hosting here in beautiful Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes, and also the theme of our conference, land of 10,000 agricultural opportunities.
Today, Minnesota has more than 5 million people, including a large number of immigrants, who contribute to production agriculture, farmers markets, food processing, food service, and the restaurant business. Many famous people have their roots in Minnesota. Explorer Anne Bancroft, singer-songwriter Bob Dylan, actress and singer Judy Garland, former U.S. Vice Presidents Hubert H. Humphrey and Walter Mondale, along with Garrison Keillor, the author, humorist, and radio personality. Minnesota was also home to author Sinclair Lewis, aviator Charles Lindbergh Jr., cartoonist Charles Schulz, and author Laura Ingalls Wilder. If you like cooking and learning about food, here's another name you'll recognize, Andrew Zimmern. Next summer, you'll see Andrew in person at the 2013 conference.
So a lot of people always wonder, Andrew, if you were going to do the keynote for the Agriculture in the Classroom 2013 conclave, what would you talk about? And I always say to them the same thing, global food and culture. It's what I do. My whole mindset is that we can use food as a lens to uncover things about culture that might help us here in this country in the same way that learning about history and sociology and anthropology about other aspects of our culture help us to apply some real-life solutions to some current-day problems. When it comes to feeding America, when it comes to diversifying our protein choices, when it comes to broadening the palate of the American consumer, all of these things, I believe we can learn how to solve those problems by looking at how other peoples and cultures either solve those problems or never had them pop up in the first place. That, a lot of interesting stories, a little demo, some slides, some Q&A, and of course, some ribald and off-color humor. See you then.
On behalf of Minnesota Agriculture in the Classroom Foundation Board of Directors and staff, program staff Al Withers and Sue Knott, the Central Region Agriculture in the Classroom State Contacts, and the USDA National Institute for Food and Agriculture, we invite you to attend the 2013 National Agriculture in the Classroom Conference, June 25th through the 28th at the Marriott City Center in downtown Minneapolis. We'll do our best to provide you with a fun and educational event in the spirit and friendliness for which Minnesota is known. Please join us. You'll be glad you did.